is BGNES English News. Hello and welcome to BGNES English News. I'm Millen Stamatov from Sofia, Bulgaria, welcoming you to the show. What are we going to see today in our news program? This is BGNES English News. Today in the news, fewer borders between Bulgaria and Macedonia, said Ruskov, and the final of a football drama, the Bulgaria-Hungary Euro qualifier, will be played at the National Stadium Vasilevsky. This is BGNES English News. Hello and welcome to BGNES English News. I'm Millen Stamatov from the studio of BGNES downtown Sofia, Bulgaria, welcoming you to the show. Thanks for watching. Now, without further ado, let's jump and see what Bulgaria has produced as news. This is BGNES English News. The fewer borders we have in a spiritual and physical sense, the better for us, for the Macedonians and for the Balkans. This was stated by the chairman of the National Assembly, Ruskov. The special envoy of BGNES, Georgi Pashkulev, reported from Skopje. Ruskov bowed before the grave of Goce Delchev in the church Saint Spas in the capital of the Republic of Macedonia. Goce Delchev is our common hero. Such personalities in their work should unite our people. They should be an example to follow. They should be honored and not appropriated, Zhelaskov said. Bulgarian Finance Minister Asen Vasiliev, speaking to Die Welt, said, "We are treated as second-class citizens of the EU, according to Russian propaganda in our country. The Russian government spreads propaganda in Bulgaria that portrays Bulgarians as second-class EU citizens. With our accession into Schengen, this will change." This was stated by the Finance Minister Asen Vasiliev in an interview with the daily Die Welt. Vasiliev argues that the lack of border controls in Bulgaria and Romania is economically detrimental to Western and Central Europe. Now let's move to the world news, where our international news editor Dimitar Ruskov has prepared the wrap-up. Let's see what has happened on the world stage. This is BGNES English News.
And now let's get to the world stage. At the Defense Ministers Forum today at Brussels, NATO is providing the European Union with an update on the protection of critical infrastructure of all of the member states. According to the Secretary General of NATO, Jens Stoltenberg, recent damage to pipelines and internet cables in the Baltic corridor between Finland and Estonia has already led to an increased presence of NATO ships, drones and planes. Bulgarian Minister of Defense Todor Tagarev is also participating in the meetings today.
The EU defense ministers, the topic of this breakfast will be critical undersea infrastructure. We saw the incident last month in the Baltic Sea, where a gas pipeline and internet cables were damaged, and that has reminded us of the vulnerability, but also the importance of this type of infrastructure. And NATO has been addressing these threats for many years, but after the incident or the damage first against the Nord Stream pipelines and now also the Baltic Connector, we have significantly stepped up with more naval patrols, with more naval aircraft, patrol aircraft, and also with drones to increase our presence in the Baltic and the North Sea.
The military forces of Israel are intensifying their offensive in the Gaza Strip against the terrorist organization Hamas. Military units today captured the Hamas parliament, the government building, the Hamas police headquarters and the engineering faculty, which serves as an institute for the production and development of weapons. That was stated by the Army of Israel. Meanwhile, it became clear that the hospitals in northern Gaza are no longer functioning. Charles III turns 75 today, showing no signs of slowing down over a year since his mother, Queen Elizabeth, died. The British monarch will spend the day in public engagements, followed by a private dinner at his residence in London. Charles will also host a reception at the Buckingham Palace for 400 nurses and midwives as part of this year's celebrations of the 75th anniversary of the government's National Health Service. And now let's get to a very important news from today. November the 14th is Diabetes World Day. Diabetes is one of the world's major health challenges. Today, over 32 million people only in the European Union live with diabetes. Worldwide, the number gets to 360 million who suffer. There are two main types of diabetes, type 1 and type 2. For children, the first type, insulin-dependent, is more common, while adults mainly develop the second type.
Well, thanks, Dimitar, for the great news and for the great wrap-up. We'll be reporting one other news which has created ripples in the UEFA, FIFA, in Bulgarian and Hungarian federations, and this is Bulgaria will finally host the European qualifier behind closed doors at the National Stadium Vasilevski. On November 16th, Bulgaria will host Hungary in a European qualifier at the Vasilevski National Stadium. The Hungarian Football Federation made the announcement. The game will begin at 19 p.m. local time in front of empty stands. That is sad. But anyways, we hope and will be rooting for our team. Now, we have actually nothing more to show you besides the weather forecast for tomorrow, again presented by our fabulous AI presenter, Olivia Smith. Let's see what the weather is going to be like tomorrow.
Hello and welcome to BGNES English News Weather Report. I am Olivia Smith, your personal weather watcher and weather reporter. The upcoming weather in Bulgaria for November 15th, 2023. It will rain and the temperatures will fall. On Wednesday, a chilly atmospheric front will move throughout the country. Cloudiness from the northwest will rise and light rain will occur in spots from west to east. Before midday, the wind will change to the northwest, bringing frigid air with it. The lowest temperatures in most locations will be between 3 and 8 degrees Celsius, with Sofia around 2 degrees. Maximum temperatures will range between 16 and 21 degrees, with Sofia at 15 degrees, northern Bulgaria between 16 and 19 degrees, and the south reaching up to 20 degrees. It will snow over 2,200 meters. A strong and stormy northwest wind will blow. Sunny skies will dominate around the Black Sea, with scattered medium to high clouds. This was the weather report of BGNES for November 15, 2023. I am Olivia Smith. Thanks for watching.
Well, that was all from our daily news at BGNES headquarters in Sofia, Bulgaria. I'm Millen Stamatov, and I thank you very much for watching. Together with me is Dimitar Ruskov. Dimitar?
For everything and watching us today, be sure to stay tuned tomorrow to learn more about the decisions that today the defense ministers of the European Union will take.
Thanks, Dimitar. Thanks a lot for being with us. Thank you to the viewers as well that were watching us. Make sure to catch us tomorrow. Until then, wherever in the world you are, have a very good day, very good afternoon, or very good evening. Until tomorrow, goodbye.
This is BGNES English News.